Fear controls so many Twitch and Mixer streamers. It is so prevalent in this industry, and it really needs to be talked about. So we're doing a rant video, oh boy! What's up streamers, it's Ashley, and I'm all about helping you pursue your dreams and learn to stream. And part of learning to stream is self-development. It just is. As much as some of us want to not worry about it, it's actually super important to develop yourself as a person and learn to become a better leader and just become a better person. It's important because streaming is so much more than just having good gear and nice graphics. A lot of this has to do with your mindset. Make sure you click subscribe and hit the bell so that you can join the Yam fam and join our loving, amazing, supportive community of streamers that are all helping each other reach their goals. It's pretty dope. Oh, I love you guys so freaking much. Oh. Okay, so having a negative mindset actually creates really negative experiences for you in the Twitch space. And fear is one of the biggest causes of negativity. It's toxic AF. Once you started studying fear, it's just freaking everywhere. You just see it everywhere. Fear is what prevents you from reaching out to collab with someone because you think that person is gonna think that you're using them. Fear prevents you from expressing your opinions and your belief because you are afraid you are going to be criticized. Fear causes you to put monetary expectations on your community because you're afraid you won't be able to pay the bills. Fear prevents you from taking risks because you might lose your community's love. Fear makes you backstab people because you just desperately want to be liked. Fear prevents you from truly being yourself because you're afraid that people won't like the real you. And so much more. I could honestly go on forever. I've been reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and this book is honestly just freaking fantastic. There's a link for it down below, but the part that I want to call out from the book is the 6 fears. The 6 fears are poverty, criticism, ill health, the loss of someone's love, old age, and death. And Napoleon Hill says that the first 3 are really at the root of every single fear. So these fears let anxiety creep in and control us, and instead of actually doing something about it and working on our fears, instead we revert to these negative personality traits in order to cover up that fear and anxiety and upset. But defaulting to these low value character traits like trying to tear someone else down to make you feel better, it's not gonna build you up, and it's not gonna get rid of the root cause of the problem, which is your fear. And there's one fear in content creation that is incredibly controlling: the fear of criticism. And this one really gets to me because how dare we limit ourselves in this incredibly finite time that we have on this planet because of the idea that someone might maybe somewhere criticize us. Being the most fully realized version of yourself that you possibly can is something that you need to do for streaming. And if streaming is your thing and you want to take it very, very far, why wouldn't you want to be the most realized, perfect version of yourself that you possibly can be? Now, being the best version of yourself obviously means that you have to put yourself out there, which I know can be super scary because a lot of us are afraid of putting ourselves out there and being open and vulnerable and all of that stuff that it really takes. Fear of criticism, but it's so incredibly important. And it's so important, in fact, that Primal Branding, a book by Patrick Hanlon, actually one of the 7 things that a successful brand needs is a belief system. I've mentioned this book to thousands of you by now, so if you don't have it yet, what are you doing? So if you're building a stream, you're actually building a personal brand. And one of the 7 things that a successful brand needs is to express its beliefs. Because human beings rally behind their beliefs. They identify as their beliefs. And the strongest communities, online and offline, actually aren't built on shared interests, but on shared beliefs. So just because you get a bunch of people into your stream because they all like the same game does not mean that they are going to become an extremely excited and loving and welcoming community. They might not even give a crap about you at all. But if you bring them in because they like a game and you mention that you believe the LGBTQ community deserves a lot more love and support, then they'll become a bigger fan of you if they believe that same thing. And I know it's really scary to put yourself out there in that way because you might get haters, but haters haters are actually really important too. It's kind of cliche, but haters really, it means that you're doing something right. If your opinions are out there enough that people are noticing you and they're starting to hate on you, it's because they're noticing you. And the people that agree with you and align with your beliefs will stick behind you. They will become mobilized because they identify as their belief system. But they can't stand for you and become a huge advocate for what you're doing if they don't know what you stand for. So it's really important to share the things that you stand for and stand up for your beliefs. And this is honestly why a lot of streams fail. If you really want this, you can't let the fear of criticism or any other fear hold you back from going hard at streaming like you have never gone hard for something before. So you have to stand up for your beliefs, share more about who you are and the things that you believe in. If all you're talking about during your stream is the game, you're missing a huge opportunity. Now, there are absolutely some streamers who have built successful careers on just talking about the game, and they've done a fantastic job. It does exist, but you don't know the 1 million other things that they're doing to make their stream successful. They might have mastered the other 6 things that a successful brand needs to become successful, or maybe they've just been trying this and streaming for years and have built a stream way back in like 2012 or 2013, whenever Twitch was a very different place. Either way, it's important to conquer as many of your fears as you can and to grow as a person as much as you can. My fears used to prevent me from truly being myself while I was streaming. They made me compare myself to other streamers. They made me think negatively about streaming. They made me talk behind other streamers' backs. They made me feel upset about the communities that I was actually a part of, and subtweeting was real. Whoops. But I've conquered my fears about content creation now to the point where I'm so seated in my own self-confidence and my own self-love. So fear does not control me. Like, I stream, I have 0 issues with streaming. I have no problems. It is so freeing. I never get upset. I never compare myself to other streamers. I never prevent myself from reaching out for collaborations. I never prevent myself from reaching for bigger and bigger and bigger goals. And this is an incredible place to be, and I want you all to be here too. I want you to feel so confident and just so obsessed with yourself and just loving yourself that you can accomplish and get over anything in your stream or in your content creation life. Trolls literally cannot hurt you when you love yourself. It's amazing. Too many of us let fear run our lives and ruin our potential. And you are worth so much more. I truly believe that you have power inside of you and you have the ability to accomplish all of these goals that you've set out for yourself, whether that's in Twitch, content creation in general, your professional life in general, your personal life in general, or just life overall. And my pledge for you is that I'm going to help you as much as I can. I'm going to do everything that I can to prevent you from being that person that I used to be, who is so focused on this freaking scarcity mindset that did not serve growth, that did not serve to help me become a better version of myself. I got you. Okay, I got you. So let me know down below what you're afraid of with streaming, and I will give you some encouragement. I will go through those comments, I will give you some love, and Yam Fam members, let's go through all of those comments together. Let's just encourage each other and support each other and lift each other up. Now, there's group coaching and like one-on-one coaching on the Patreon, but honestly, if all you need is some encouragement, if you're just in this like negative mindset right now and you cannot get out of it, join us in Discord. There is a link for that below. It's an incredible space, a great place to meet a lot of streamers that you could work with, companies you could work with. There's so much potential for growth there. And I'm going to do the absolute best that I can in every single video to give you all of the information that you need to get successful at this streaming thing and to go after your freaking dream, guys. Because I know it's difficult and I know it feels really hard sometimes and it's frustrating sometimes and it sucks to feel like you're screaming into the void and no one is freaking hearing you. I hear you, okay? Let me love you. Leave a comment below and I will love on you. Okay, I got you. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!